Alright guys, we are back today, and I'm going to be answering your questions that you left on my AMA video. I know this video is a little bit later than I guess most people anticipated, because I've had a few people asking me, so I apologize for that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. A few of them that I've read in advance I won't be answering strictly because they're not really questions for me, they're just joke questions that make no sense. So, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Tech Nerd says, have you eaten a raw banana while playing poker? I was going to originally do a bit where I ate a banana, but then you added in the poker part. Yeah, no, I have not. Otaku says, will you still play Dokkan when it becomes a dead game? To answer that, I'm going to answer, obviously not, but I feel like Dokkan has many years of content left in it. I don't see Dokkan going away anytime soon, especially with how much money it's making Bandai and how much they're, you know, freely supporting it with new content here and there. You know, use that word content loosely. But I do feel like Dokkan won't be a dead game for a long time, so we got a while for that. How did you start playing Dokkan is a really good question. So my friend Wes, who actually appears on the channel from time to time, he introduced me to it way back when, in like the first or second month of it existing, and then he stopped playing it himself, but he kind of got me hooked on it when he did introduce me to it, and I've pretty much been playing ever since. So I mean, yeah, Dokkan just kind of got hooked early on me, and granted their rates were trash, and I don't know why I stuck around for that, but I didn't know any better at the time, I guess. But now that I see the rates now, I'm like, man, I wish I would have saved my story stones. My god, who's watching without any socks on? Seb's asking the real questions. Actually, does filming without socks on count? I don't know if I can get my foot in the shot here, but that's a thing. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. How much stuff can you stuff in a stuffy before the stuffy stuffs enough stuff? Don't have a bit for that, nor do I have an answer. Moving on. Toan, do you have a desire or goal you want to reach in life? Toan, that is a great question. My god. Make enough money to where I can, yeah, make enough money. Just want to have a comfortable life and do whatever I want and succeed in that. Now, however I get to that goal, that's kind of up for debate right now. But we'll find out one way or another, whether it's through YouTube, an actual, or a different job. I'm not going to say an actual job because YouTube isn't a job. A different job, or through some third thing that I don't know yet. Who knows? I guess we'll find out together. I just pulled LR SS3 Goku. What's the best way to farm his essay? Farm his essay? I don't believe his essay is farmable, Rose Black. You might just have to, you know, spend 19 Kais. I know it's an awful option, but it's the best you got. Do you think Young Croak is an amazing rapper? Well, since Young Croak is talking about himself, I'm gonna say no. I've actually never heard you rap. Fun fact, Jafani. What was your first experience with Dokkan like? I farmed a bunch of stones, I spent them all, and I got pretty much next to no SSRs, and I was really disappointed. But I kept playing anyway. Don't know why. It was kind of like the only mobile game I ever played at the time, and to this date, kind of is. It's more or less the only mobile game I play. But yeah, it was not a great first experience, but I was addicted to the card collecting aspect of it, and I think that's what got me hooked. What's the hardest event on Global and JP? I feel like that's a little subjective. The hardest event to each person is going to be based on what kind of cards you have. For me personally, I think the hardest event is kind of the Kidbu event, just because if you're not paying attention, he can super you like 5 times in a turn, and then you can die no matter what team you're running. So, there's that for me. Which of the LRs do you like the most? So, I definitely love the art for LR Trunks. He is phenomenal. I love that moment in the anime, and I think that's why that art like resonates with me personally. So that's a thing. How many side says, how many poops have you done while summoning? And I censored that for reasons. I can't say I've done a lot recently because I like to do my summons with you guys, so unless I'm pooping my pants on stream while I'm summoning, obviously I can't do that. So I'm not going to say I haven't done that much often. When I first started the game, I probably did it all the time. Too many to count. So, fun little insight. What other games do you play that isn't Dokkan related? Also, will you be streaming other games? From John Thomas. So, that's a really good question from John up there. I do want to stream fighters a ton, especially rolling in the coming months. If I still find enjoyment after that, I'll keep streaming it, obviously. But I kind of just want to stream whenever, I feel like streaming. As far as PS4 and Switch games that are not Dragon Ball Z related, we do have a second channel for that. Shameless plug for Why Try More, link in the description. I do want to do the PS4 related games that are not Dragon Ball Z related on that channel. We may get to the point where we start a Twitch channel, I don't know. But mainly, I'm saying Dragon Ball Z content on this channel. If you guys really want me to play anything in particular that's outside of fighters and Dokkan, feel free to let me know and I will definitely consider it. I mean, I read all the comments, so go for it. How much have you spent on Dokkan from Hongbin? That is a solid question that not even I know the answer to. I don't want to say like I've wailed hard, but in the 3 years I've had this game, I do buy the discount stones quite a bit. I usually don't buy outside of the discount stones, but I do try to buy most, if not all, the discount stones when they appear, because sometimes they're gone when you need them. I don't know an exact amount, but in 3 years I'm going to guess somewhere in the thousands. I'm not going to say how much, because I honestly have no idea. What other games do you play besides Dokkan, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Fire Emblem Heroes? I do love to play Final Fantasy games. I love 15 and 12 personally right now. I've loved them both. 15, I haven't dipped into any of the new content after like the DLC kind of stuff. So it's been a while, and I know I have a lot of content left to explore in 15 if I decide to go back to that. So I really love Final Fantasy. That's kind of like a passion thing for me. I love Kingdom Hearts. I'm still waiting on that third one. Square Enix, if you're watching this, get yourself together and release Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Anyway. Why do you hate Roblox? Roblox to me is kind of what Minecraft was 10 years ago. And this is from Otaku in the corner, by the way. Roblox just seems a little kiddish to me. I don't know. I don't see Roblox as something to take seriously, in my opinion. Do you enjoy toast with coconut spreading? So when I originally read this Tech Nerd, I was going to buy coconut spreading, but I just could not find any at my local store. So, bit gone, I guess. I've never actually tried coconut spreading, so that's a thing. What are you going to do for the 3-year anniversary special on Dokkan? For the global version, I don't know right now. I originally wanted to do the charity live stream on the 3-year event, but seeing as I have to pay for everything myself, it's going to take a while to amass the funds, so I don't think I'll have it in time for that. You may see something on that later in the year. I don't know if I'll be able to do that anytime soon, to be honest, because unless I find a way to raise funds for it, I'm kind of out of luck on that. Or forget like some kind of random sponsor deal. What's your favorite card in the Dokkan Battle game? Tech Nerd. Favorite card personally? That is a tough one. I have loved Full Power Frieza for a long time. I'm really glad they haven't redone his card because he was a phenomenal card from the beginning. I did manage to Rainbow Star him. He's aged well in the meta. He got the best potential system buffs. I personally think Full Power Frieza is my go-to card in any situation that I can throw him into. So, weird answer. I'm going Full Power Frieza. Pretty uncommon answer, I guess. Beast Hour says, when do you think we'll get the Terra medals for LR Vegeta Blue? I do think we, as global players, will get them probably sometime along the lines of when Super Vegito drops. Obviously, we need something like 70 more medals, so it'll probably take like 2 more drops of different missions. So my guess is they'll drop one new set of missions for Supreme Kai missions between now and Super Vegito, and then when Super Vegito drops, they'll drop the last of the missions to get them to LR at the very least. And then, yeah. Matthew Taylor, will you make an LR Trunks summoning vid? No. Screw that banner. Nope. Popsicle, will you be posting fighters content? If so, could we play with you on stream? So Popsicle, that is a great question. As soon as they fix the function to allow you to play with friends, I will be doing videos where I can invite you guys to come out and face me personally. I would love to do that, kind of like how I do with our Duel Links tournaments videos. I would love that. I don't know how else to say it. I may end up doing also tournament vids, because there is a tournament function in Fighters. So I may do a tournament vid or stream where I invite you guys, I do brackets, you know, get everything set up and within fighters, and then the winner of that can win money just like you do in the Duel Links streams. So interesting food for thought. Obviously we're waiting on fighters to fix their player versus friends function because it's kind of not working great. Antonio Leba says, you going to play Soul Calibur 6? Unless a friend has it, maybe not. I'm gonna guess no, but there's possibilities out there, I guess. Gonna be hard to ask a question that hasn't already been answered because of all the streams, but here's a random one off the top of my head. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear? So I really had to think about this one. It actually took me a few minutes to think of this one. That's a solid question. My biggest fear is being stuck in the same place for too long as far as where my life is. And that's kind of a weird fear, but I always want to keep progressing. I'd love to feel progress in my life, and right now it's just kind of vital for me. I just love to keep moving, if that makes sense. Roy says, how old are you and how long have you been doing YouTube? That is a solid question. I will answer the second part of that, because I like to keep my age a mystery. We've only been doing YouTube personally for, I want to say, 6-7 months. It hasn't been too long. We started at the end of last summer, and I think we're just now starting to find a footing. Even then, we're still kind of struggling. We haven't seen much growth in like the last 3 weeks. But, yeah, we've been doing YouTube for like 7 months. Thank you guys so much for dropping questions. I hope I answered them to the best of my ability. Some of them I was going to do bits with that I really couldn't, so I apologize for that. Maybe I'll do more AMAs in the future and you guys can ask me more questions as we grow. I would love to do that, personally. I've been your host, Lubeman. Thank you so much for asking your questions. I hope I answered them. Feel free to talk to me in the comments down below. And comment on my answers if you want. We can talk further if you want. I've been your host, Lubeman. Why Try? And I will catch you guys in the next one. Be looking forward to another stream. Look forward to our PS4/Switch streams on Why Try More, our second channel, if you want. We do Fortnite and other stuff like Tekken on that channel. So, I will catch you guys in the next one. Why Try? Have a good day, guys. Remember, last thing, be a Brogeta, not a Grumps. Have a good day.